guys, welcome to the second part of this week's Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new releases going on to the racks this week. Forgive me if this is a little quick, I'm a little behind schedule due to it being an absolutely mammoth delivery. Normal delivery for us is anywhere between 550 to 560 issues. This week was over 700, so it's been a lot of processing. But the other thing is that, just as a heads up for anybody pull list wise, no copies of Thundercats cover A arrived, despite 25 copies being ordered. I'll leave you to guess why. With our wonderful comic suppliers, Diamond Comic Distributors, always having to do something. But anyway, I'm going to move away from that and move on to this week's stuff. So yeah, plenty in this week, as I say, a few series ending, a few series beginning. We'll start off as we always do with the variants. So let me just see here, we got two here into the bargain. So kicking things off variant wise, so first of all, this week sees the release of the last issue of The Batman, The First Night. Brilliant series thus far from Dan Jurgens and Mike Perkins. We also have the Mark Aspinall Pulp variant cover. As well as that, there's another title out this week I'm very much looking forward to myself. It comes from the team of Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla, done through Distillery Comics, so it's in this oversized prestige format, and that is White Boat, their new horror series. This is the 1 to 10 retailer incentive variant cover from Raphael Albuquerque, who of course was Scott Snyder's collaborator on American Vampire. On to the normal stuff, we've got Dan Mora doing a variant cover here for Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Last issue of that is this week. We have the foil cover in for Crisis on Infinite Earths, the second issue facsimile. Of course, they're doing the whole series in similar way to Marvel and Secret Wars. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Greg Capullo doing the artwork here. This is like seeing my boy do artwork for Marvel. Capullo, of course, from Snyder and Capullo's amazing Batman. This week sees the return, the release as well of Daredevil number 8. They've fixed the versions that came before and sent us the new ones. So we have all the variants back in stock as well. So Frank Miller doing the variant cover there. First of all, Daredevil number 8. We have the Simon Bianchi 1 to 25 retailer incentive variant. And also we have the J. Scott Campbell variant cover as well. Next up is Feral, the series of course from the creators of Stray Dogs. They're doing these horror movie homage variant covers. Obviously have homage to Megan there. We have a new Spider-Gwen series out this week. So we have, first of all, the foil variant cover from Hernando Souza. So foil variant there for Spider-Gwen number 1. I'm going to move through this a wee bit as well. Let me see. Thought there was another variant. Also foil this week is New Mutants 98. This is the facsimile for the first appearance of Deadpool. So we have the traditional editions, which we'll get to in a second, but also the foil variant covers for that. It is a foil-centric week. As I say, Thundercats, they've sent us all our variants, but none of the cover A. So if it's missing from your pull list, it's because we didn't receive them. So first of all, we've got David Nakayama, foil Virgin variant for Thundercats number 4. We have the Ivan Tao retailer incentive 1 to 10 foil variant. We have the David Nakayama variant foil, but this time with the trade dress, the other one of course being the Virgin foil. We have the retailer incentive 1 to 25 foil variant cover by Declan Shelby. We have the traditional variant cover by Declan Shelby, the Virgin variant cover there. Of course, Mumra being depicted. We have the 1 to 10 variant cover by Drew Moss, the character designs covers. We have the Lucio Perillo foil variant covers. I mean, you would think given the amount of variants going into our delivery for Thundercats, they would go, where's the cover A's? But I digress. Void Rivals 1 to 10 variant cover from Andre Lima Arroyo. We have another one of the Something is Killing the Children 5-year anniversary gold foil variant covers for issue 37. A gorgeous Nightwing Dan Mora variant cover. We finish off with the Nightwing 1 to 25 retailer incentive by Aaron Campbell as well. So as you can see, it's a big week for variant covers, all going out onto the racks. So moving on from there, we have DC. So we have Action Comics. So we've got some restocks in of this. Was out last week. This is the third part of the House of Brainiac series. storyline, which is a crossover with Superman, which the new issue is this week as well. We have Batman Superman World's Finest, number 27. So Mark Waid and Dan Mora continuing on that. We have Crisis on Infinite Earths, the facsimile, as I'd said about before. Foil variants, of course, but we have the traditional cover A's in as well. This week sees the release of a new John Constantine Hellblazer, Dead in America, so issue 5 of the Constantine series. I'd showed off Justice League Kong and Godzilla. This is the traditional cover A for this by Drew Johnson. Facsimile this week for Military Comics, which also contains the first appearance of Blackhawk. So 2 books in one again. If you're a big war fan, then books like that are always great to see facsimiles of those coming out. We have new Nightwing this week, as you guessed from the variants. Number 114, this is the start of the final story arc, Fallen Grayson, so a bit of a jumping on point as well if you want to get into the single issues. We have Sinister Sons, number 4, so continuing on with Peter J. Tomasi's book here, The Son of General Zod and the Son of Sinestro. I mentioned Superman, so as I say, number 14, you'll see the numbers up here for the story arcs and the reading orders, so House of Brainiac, part 4. For Superman, we have Titans, number 11. So Tom Taylor continuing with Titans. And we finish off DC with arguably their best title, in my humble opinion, Wonder Woman, which is up as far as number 9. Tom King, Daniel Sampere on that. Move away from DC and on to Marvel. We have The Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 50. So, of course, it is a massive oversized edition, bringing in the Green Goblin. So that is going to be good. We have Black Widow and Hawkeye. So Stephanie Phillips, Paolo Villanelli continuing with their 5-issue miniseries as far as issue 3. Blood Hunt this week. So once again, it's the Red Band edition that we've got in stock. Issue 2. So that has proven rather popular. A little top up from last week because we sold out really quickly is Doom. Sanford Green and Jonathan Hickman's one-shot on Dr. Doom. Next up is Fall of the House of X. So this is issue 5. This is the last issue of Fall of the House of X. You have Rise of the Powers of X5 or Rise of the Powers of 10, however you want to put it. And that'll be the last of that as we continue with the Fall of Krakoa. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance is this week. So we're as far as issue 3 of that. So Benjamin Percy continuing there. I mentioned the facsimile for New Mutants. So again, first appearance of Deadpool, of course. I wonder why that's coming out at the moment. Sensational She-Hulk, new issue this week, issue 8. Continues with these gorgeous covers, and it's Rainbow Rowell on writing duties here, Andrea Ginolé on covers. Next up is The Spectacular Spider-Man, of course the first ever title to have Miles Morales and Peter Parker teaming up. I showed you the variants, of course, so we have Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, so brand new number 1 this week. So I think that's Stephanie Phillips as well. I knew there was another variant around here somewhere, and it's one that I have myself because I'm a huge fan of Jenny Frisson, so I collect all of her covers no matter what the title, and she has done one for Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. We have Star Wars this week as well, issue 46, Charles Soule continuing on with A Galaxy Far, Far Away. We have Superior Spider-Man, we're as far as issue 7. So Dan Slott, Christos Gage, and Mark Bagley continuing to flesh that universe out. Ultimate X-Men, or is not this is Ultimate Black Panther. Issue 4, Ultimate Black Panther from Brian Hill. Another variant that's snuck past as well, we have the Boss Logic variant for Ultimate Black Panther. As part of the tie-ins for Blood Hunt, we have Union Jack the Ripper. Number 1 there, I think that's going to be 3. And also to finish off with Marvel, we have X-Men 97 issue 3. So that just leaves us the indie side of things. So kicking things off from Joe Casey, we have Blood Squad 7. After 30 years, the brand is back. If that means something to you, I must admit it doesn't mean an awful lot to me. The Butcher's Boy is a new Dark Horse horror number 1. So a couple of copies of that in. We have Cobra Commander out this week, last issue of the 5-issue miniseries. Joshua Williamson, Andre Milana fleshing that world out. I was a huge fan of the first issue of this, so number 2 is this week, Dudley Datsun and the Forever Machine. It's from Scott Snyder and Jamal Eagle. Feral, I'd already showed off the variant cover for this, so again, Creators of Stray Dogs continuing with that. We have some Keen Spawn that we rode. This was out a few months back, number 31. We have Red Coats. Again, we sold out of this really quickly last week. So number 2, we have extra copies for the racks this week. Sam and Twitch Case Files. Number 3 for this Spawn Universe title. And then we just finish off here, again, Declan Shelby variant cover that showed off the foil and the Virgin, I think, for Thundercats number 4. And then we just finish off with some new printings for Transformers. We're always getting these in as well. Number 2 and number 4 is this week. And then just to finish off as well, just another little shout out for White Boat, Scott Snyder, Francesco Francavilla. These are probably my 2 most anticipated titles this week. Horror from these guys is just going to be bang on. And then as well as that is Batman The First Night, which is the last issue of that series. So there you go, guys. As I say, a huge week. Pull lists are all good, aside from Thundercats Cover A, as I explained before. So everything is organised and ready to collect. It was a mammoth effort this week. It must have took me the guts of 15 hours to process that delivery. So yeah, it's a big one. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it's pretty useful as ever. I'll look forward to seeing you in store throughout the week, as will Chris. And until then, take it easy.